Joining us now are stars of the hit Bravo series Vanderpump Rules. Please welcome bartending royalty, Ariana and Tom. Give So, hola, great to see y'all again.
Yes, good to see you.
I love every time I see y'all because you bring alcohol. It's awesome. Meet Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Hey.
Big fans, big fans.
Oh,
all right.
Me too.
Everybody is a big fan of her. She's so funny. Ariana and Tom, we've been enjoying the classic margarita from your book, Fancy AF Cocktails. And for the kids at home, A stands for and the F is for fun, right? Fancy and fun cocktails.
That's
right. Absolutely.
Couldn't possibly be anything
You
else.
should literally come out with a children's book with like juices, but do like a different version.
Yeah.
Fancy and fun cocktails. I'm just saying. Okay, Paula and I have destroyed our margaritas because we are women who take our drinking seriously. So do you want to make another one?
Yes,
Yeah, let's do it.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so for the classic margarita, everything's fresh. You're gonna drop in 1 lemon wedge, 1 lime wedge.
Oh, okay.
And then you're gonna take half an ounce, you can use the smaller side of your jigger, half an ounce of agave nectar, and then give it a good muddle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, muddling.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do we do after
Now you're gonna fill it to the top with ice.
And then we add the alcohol.
Yes. The best part.
Okay.
So we're gonna do
wait,
2
ice?
ounces of Blanco tequila. That's the larger side of the jigger, all the way filled to the top.
I like to eyeball it.
Just one, no, the
Smaller.
tequila. Oh yeah, with that one we're gonna do a half ounce
We're gonna
of
do
the
it.
orange liqueur. Add that to the shaker.
And if
This
you
is
get lost,
single
just
serving.
eyeball it. Toss it in.
Yeah, just eyeball it.
Tequila.
It's hard to mess up a classic margarita.
Yeah, so then you just put the top on and shake.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we're just gonna strain right in our salted margarita glass.
Yes, strain it right in there and
Okay.
enjoy.
Oh my God, this is so cold.
I like to stomp, the foot stomp while
Right?
you're doing it.
Yeah.
What? Who's stomping? That's, oh my
I'm
God.
always used to working in music, so.
That's true. When you're
Do you know
bartending,
what?
it's
I
fun.
look like Thumper when I perform. Watch me the next time. I stomp 1 foot like I'm like, I don't know.
Good, you gotta keep
Now
the
you
rhythm.
said, now you said
I
I'm
didn't
not
put
gonna do
enough
that.
tequila in it, so I'm just gonna top it.
I like the way you work.
We're the same person. I totally poured over my jigger, whatever it is. Okay, let's taste it.
Cheers.
Cheers, love it.
Cheers, guys.
That is so good. I made a good margarita, y'all. Who knew?
Oh my God.
All right.
That's
And
gonna
I
take
put
my
more
nail
than you were
polish
supposed to.
off.
That was good.
It will.
Wait, what is this one? There's another drink over here.
Okay, so this classic margarita is perfect for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
This is our fresh start margarita, which is perfect for 6 de Mayo. It's a recovery mocktail that's gonna help you after the all-day fiesta. And there are some fancy mixers in there that are gonna help nurse you back to health.
Yeah, so there's honey lavender syrup.
Oh,
then
I'm
there's
down.
ginger syrup, all which you can buy on Amazon. And then you add water, ice,
so good.
and the secret ingredient, lemon and lime Alka-Seltzer, which is great for post-celebration heartburn and headache.
Yeah.
This tastes really good.
It
Yeah.
tastes,
Right?
it
And if you
tastes
don't
like
wanna
a gentle hand on your forehead. Like it's
It tastes like
It's just cradles you like a
Very
little
light.
baby
Yeah,
the next
really
morning.
I like
Good.
both. You're gonna catch me at the next place I go, just double fisting.
You got the one,
I'm
and
gonna
then you got the next.
go and then repair and then repair. All right, so you guys took a trip to Turks and Caicos. I love Turks and Caicos. What was your first day together like? And was it like the video? Was that the first day?
It was
very
very
intense.
Yes.
It's crazy. Very eventful.
Yeah,
Even from the plane ride there.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God,
there were
before you got
fireworks.
there.
Yes, before we got there. A certain someone
Oh my God,
called some people out of their names, so it was like right away fireworks.
Look at the smile as you're saying it. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
were
jumped out
definitely-
that's a shady smile.
There were
I
definitely,
know. God bless your heart.
there were definitely
Smile.
some words on the plane, and there were F-bombs flying on the G.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
F-bombs
also,
are acceptable sometimes.
Broom selection is a big deal for us.
What
The
is
first
selection?
Broom selection.
Oh.
Selecting brooms. Although we all live in beautiful homes, when
Yeah.
we go on trips together, we turn into like animals when it's time to like who gets the best room and all those things. It's crazy. And someone broke the rules and got her room before she was supposed
famous.
to.
I mean, have you guys not seen?
Look at her. She's
City
like, I'm
Housewives?
unapologetic
She
about
is
this.
famous.
Yeah.
She always runs to the first room, the best room in the
got the
house.
best room. We gave Kenya the best room.
I know,
No,
but
we didn't.
but it's your-
And then we played a game that they never
We
tried
were
to put in.
talking,
Where I
I got the red star.
around,
I got the red star.
Ramona was already in a room. In fact, naked on the bed.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's like you're marking your territory. Who's gonna want this now? She's like licking the glasses. I love that. So wait, so Ramona, is it true that you and Kenya had issues though the first day?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, the first day.
Before we took off.
The first
Before we
day.
actually took off on the plane.
Yeah. Well, let them watch the show. Don't
Started
give it
very,
away.
very soon.
I mean, I'm
Wow.
Well, I think it was the part when Ramona said,
Let them watch the show.
I guess we can't say
Okay.
what she said.
I came in peace.
Best teaser.
Oh, no.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
it's on
I
the
love
teaser.
it. She's
Yeah.
like, I am the victim. I love it. So
Listen, our show is conflict and resolution. You have to see if we
if you work it out.
made resolution on our conflict.
What do
Okay.
you guys think?
What?
We're sitting here.
You're sitting here. You seem to be doing fine. So okay, let's go down the line with some rapid fire questions. Who took the longest to get ready for dinner? Cynthia, you start.
Kenya.
No, it's There's some shade right there.
So next rapid fire question. So we all hear about the glamour, like you said, but in a sentence, what's the most challenging thing about being a part of this franchise?
Outfits.
Teresa, I'll start with you. Oh, I'm going
sorry.
to start with you.
I jumped.
Go.
I was trying to be rapid fire, but
Yeah,
that was the last question.
No, go.
Yeah, no, outfits, because, really, when you film, you don't realize how many clothes you really do need.
Well, Teresa, what about you?
The most challenging thing. You know, I have to say, I always said, like, on my other show, the New Jersey Housewives,
Yeah.
like, I really didn't enjoy being on that show. I loved being on the show. Like, it was all about women empowerment, and, like, it wasn't about, like, taking anyone down or anything like that. I felt like we lifted each other up. I mean, listen, there was shade thrown at each other, but, it was all good. I mean, so, I love being on it.
I would have to agree with Teresa. I think one of the hardest things, definitely on Atlanta, is just being able to, you have the bond, you have the sisterhood, but just being able to keep the friendship intact, because it's very difficult to be in a group of women, and, if someone's coming for you, they're coming for you, and then you're like, okay, where are my friends? Well, what's going on? It's just a lot of, it's not an easy thing to do. It's very easy to watch, which I will enjoy watching everyone, all of you guys on your show, and not being a part of it anymore. But yeah, it's tough.
Is that hard in the public eye as well?
Yeah, being the part of the franchise and getting back to what you were
what's
saying.
the biggest challenge?
Which is, is people judging you all the time, and we're just women who are trying to juggle everything. We've got families, and we've got, Cynthia has her husband.
His friend.
Cynthia's got her husband.
The one.
We're trying to date, We've got, children and work, and it's human,
we're all human.
We do the best we can, and we just want to have a good time, and we want people to go along for the ride and have a good time with us, and go through the struggles that everybody in this audience, I'm sure, can relate to, that we all go through,
Yeah. But I think what we none of us mentioned, which is really one thing that happened that's not good, if you think you're really good friends with someone, and then they do the interviews, they say something really nasty or shady behind your back, and you watch it for the first time, you go, why would you say that? Like, that's not true.
On my show all the time.
Right, that's right. That's
You're like, wait, what? Yeah, wait, yeah.
You said what? I did what? No.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah. What can fans expect this season on Vanderpump Rules?
Oh my goodness. Even when I see the trailer, I think it's so complicated, it moves so quickly. I think people have really invested in the show. So, just to see these people struggle to grow up, it's been 8 years now. And just to see how things moved on, the more things change, the more they stay the same. There's that kind of old expression. I still think you see that incredibly complicated, convoluted dynamic between this group of friends, but that's what makes it fun to watch, as well as poignant, as well as, the cohesion between the group. And I think essentially a great reality show is one that's based on authenticity, and Vanderpump Rules is. It's a great season.
Yeah. Well, Vanderpump Rules fans are some of the most dedicated. I know tons of them. So no matter what they see on the show, they always want more. The fans want more. So we're going to do something we call Audience Ask.
Oh, Lordy.
Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Here you go. So where is Letitia? Oh, hi, Letitia.
Oh, there she is.
She's singing.
Oh, thank you.
I know, Letitia can sing. I heard her on commercial break.
Oh, you can
So what do you want to ask Lisa?
So, Kelly, so nice to meet you. Lisa, nice to meet you. Andy and Puffy, what's good? So the question I had for you is, if you had to be locked in a room with any of the Real Housewives, who would it be, And what would you talk about to make the time pass?
Wow. Oh my goodness, that's not fair, seeing as I just left. Oh, it could be from any of the franchises.
It could be from any of the franchises.
I think probably Bethany, but I probably wouldn't have to discuss anything with her because I wouldn't get a word in edgeways because she doesn't stop talking. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so probably Bethany.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Letitia.
Yeah.
People wanted to know that. We have another question. Here we go. Where is Brenna? Brenna?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Brenna.
Thank you. So I actually have two questions.
Okay. Greedy, but okay.
The first one is, do you think that Stassi and Kristen are going to be able to mend things?
Well, I think fundamentally there's been a difference between them. I mean, I try not to weigh in on this too much personally because I've always found Kristen a little difficult to get on with myself. But I think this year, as Stassi's grown up, they both have grown up, I have to say. She's got a book deal now, Kristen, and Stassi's, you know, getting married, and she's been on the bestseller list. So they're both growing up, but I think the divide just got wider and wider, and I don't know, but there's years of history. So I'm hopeful, because it's a shame to break up such a long friendship. But I don't know, this season it was very bumpy. Very bumpy. Fingers crossed. Yeah, yeah.
All right. What's the second question, Greedy?
And then what do you think the deal is with Jax unfollowing everybody? Is he trying to stir the pot?
I cannot spill that one because that kind of comes at the end of the season.
Oh, she's trying to get you.
Yeah, you are. Like, who's she working for? Exactly. I can't give that away, otherwise I will be in. But, you know, Jax, he's a very complicated character.
He sounds fun.
That is bad.
So thank you so much, Brenna. Even your two questions, they were both great. I have to talk about this. I have to talk about Housewives. So I heard that you and Erika had like a little thing, but y'all are good now?
Well, you know, she was upset.
Okay, when you start with, well.
I know, exactly. No, we actually are good.
Okay,
we are good
okay.
right now. There were things in the show that she saw over the season, obviously, that hurt her feelings, you know, and, you know, we had a lot of questions. It was very confusing. And then there was a scene where my husband and PK were like, kind of like laughing, and then PK, they make me laugh, and it's hard. It's like when you're in church or something, you're not supposed to laugh, and then you can't help it.
Yeah, I laugh at inappropriate times all the time.
Right, and so that was kind of the thing, and I knew, oh gosh, when she sees this, she's going to be upset, and so, but we worked through things on the reunion.
Yeah. That's hard. Like with, friendships in general are hard.
You think filming Halloween was hard and scary? Deal with these women for a day.
That's like a real grind. So wait, so you let your castmate Sutton stay with you recently. It's a tricky thing when you let friends stay with you. So like, what happened? How did that go?
Well, she was supposed to lease my house for me for a month, and she ended up being there almost a year. Sorry, Sutton, but that's the truth. And then, and then, you know, she was a great tenant, though, I have to say, and I was happy to have her there, and I loved it. And then she'd sent me an email one day, and she was like, you know, there is a black widow spider in the garage. And I was like, just burn the house down. Because I did not like a spider. And I think she took my email a little too seriously, but we addressed the situation on the reunion, too. So if anybody wants to tune in, they can find out.
Oh my God, your house was always set up for, okay, here's the thing. I'm from Texas, too. There's like spiders everywhere. Black widows, brown recluses.
I'd rather an alligator than a spider, I think.
You are messed up. You have a chance at winning with one.
Well, the spiders, you can get little places you don't know about, and they can be deadly. That's what I don't like.
I just like to be bigger than the other thing. That's my
That's
general rule of thumb.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't wrestle. I'm like Crocodile Dundee or anything. So you have some baby news. Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, that's exciting.
This is another big addition to the family. A lot of people may or may not know that I had issues getting pregnant, you know, when me and my husband got married. So we did the IVF treatment, and we got our son, Ace.
Yeah.
He's 3 now, and we wanted to have another child. We still had 2 more embryos from that. And because I had a high-risk pregnancy, you know, we were trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way to go about this? And we decided to go with a surrogate.
Yeah.
And she decided to help me and my husband.
That's amazing. I love it because you're actually documenting it on the show, right? This season. And I think that's really important. I have many friends that have suffered from like trying to have children, trying and can't do it. And like, it's a very important thing to be confident and comfortable saying like, look, my body, it wasn't made for, my body, by the way, was not made for pregnancy. I was hospitalized, it was horrible.
Oh my
God
goodness.
bless surrogates.
Yeah,
like,
it's a very
my body
selfless act.
also not made for pregnancy.
It's a hard, if your body, if it doesn't take, it is like so hard on you. So it's an amazing thing. I think it's so awesome that you're like sharing that. That's a very personal thing.
Will you go into will you be there for the delivery?
Oh, yeah. For sure. I mean, that's a lot of what you'll see on the show this season. Like, you'll see we're going to doctor's appointments together. We're, just that whole process, because I don't think anybody actually showed it, because a lot of people are quiet about it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I really didn't even tell anybody that we were expecting a child until the show announced that it was airing a new season, because I didn't really know how to share that with a lot of my friends even.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of my friends were like, wait a minute, you having a baby?
Yeah.
It was like really crazy to them, but at the same time, I didn't really want to hear anybody else's opinion at first.
Yeah.
And so to
You
do
wanna
it,
do you.
Yeah, to do it on the show, it's like a big deal, because it's like, you don't know how people are going to comment. Because, the first thing...
You're getting a beautiful child. Who the hell cares what they say?
That is true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good point.
And I think that honestly, that is a really touchy subject with a lot of my friends. That's like really hard. Like for a woman especially, it's such a sense of failure you feel like when you can't do it. So it's really cool that you're open about it.
Thank you. With my first child, my Riley, it was in my 20s, I didn't have to really try hard. But then, later in life when I met my husband, I'm thinking that everything was just gonna happen, and it didn't. And so I think, a lot of women start to have that struggle as they get older.
Yeah, I didn't have my kids till I was in my 30s. It was, and I didn't ever look like that. Nope, definitely didn't. So you're also, I found out you're a big fan of The Real Housewives. What draws you in?
I love the drama, and my wife, I told my wife she would be great on your show, but we
Really?
Yeah.
Does she bring a lot of drama?
She is well, I'm dramatic, but her reactions are always dramatic, but she couldn't do it because we live here in LA. She'd be late for every episode.
The commute was rough.
It was.
Well, you have the Housewives of Beverly Hills out here, and they would love you guys.
She would be the housewife of Atlanta. That's the one.
That's what she would
That's
fit
the
in.
one. It's not even the character. She just loves the town.
Oh, thank you.
I do love Atlanta.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. So does the conflict ever end, or is it always that high stress? And do you have to I'm just saying, I would need a lot of wine. That's a lot of
But sometimes those girls on my show, they get a lot of wine, and that's when they act up.
Oh.
That's when they act up. I always say the drinking does not work in this group of girls. But no, this season is really, really good. I'm really excited about it because not only do we have the drama, which that never ends, but we also have so much personal story happening with each woman on the show.
But do you ever regret? Do you ever because you guys are so open and there's so much drama and it's real and you could tell it's not produced. Do you ever tape something or something and then you go, oh my, I can't believe I said that. You've got to cut that out, and then they don't.
Please understand, we have definitely, and I have definitely said things on that show that I'm like, ooh, ooh.
But you just let it go.
I've threatened to drag a couple people on the show. That was a few seasons back,
But the real question is, did they deserve it? No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Whenever you have one of those moments where you explode and you weren't able to control your temper, I
don't know what you speak of.
I think that's the moment where you're like, oh God, I'm gonna look crazy in front of the world, and you're afraid of how the world is going to accept it. But at the end of the day, I just always tell people, if you had a camera following you, 5 days out of the week, and you're having to deal with people that you don't necessarily get along with, and they're constantly pressing your buttons, they would catch something. That's the stuff people, really, keeps people
gravitate
tuning
towards.
Yeah, tuning in.
They like the drama, don't they?
Supply and demand.
I have had enough drama.
Oh!
Good catch. Good catch. Well, okay, so wait, you're a fan favorite on Real Housewives, but your first season is almost done. So would you come back? Would you do it again?
Well, we first have to see if I'm invited back.
Oh, I'm inviting you back to the show. I have no say, but I think you should go back to the show.
Well, this Friday we do the reunion, so between that and then meeting you, I did not sleep last night. By the way, I love you so much. I have Vaseline in my mouth and on my teeth, and my hands are freezing.
I love it.
And it's because of you and the reunion.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. That's so nice to know. Wait, but why are you, the reunion should be fun, right?
Well, the reunion will be fun, but what I'm trying to say is about 2 weeks after the reunion, we find out if we're invited back.
Man, they keep you going on. Yeah, they keep you, okay, pins
I mean,
and
I
needles.
would love to.
Yeah.
I had
That's
a lot
cool,
of,
though. You
really
loved it.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. That was a look at their new Bravo series, SWV and Xscape, the queens of R&B. So, Candy, could you tell us what happens on this new show?
Well, you know, we were just really following the journey of two strong female groups of the 90s and showing you know, the behind the scenes of what it takes to make a show like this happen. So you get to follow that journey. You get to see what happened in our personal lives. And then, you know, obviously, we're two strong female groups. Yeah. So you can see how sometimes, you know, we do not necessarily see eye to eye, but we figure it out.
I think it would be a lie if y'all did. Like, nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially with that many, like, bold women, like, it's like, and personalities. Like, it's like if you're an entertainer in general, like, that many artists in one place, like, nobody's gonna agree on everything. But I love the fact that you prove that it can happen. Like, even though we don't have to always agree on stuff, but it can still come to fruition.
I mean, I think that's the strength of being in a group, period. It's like a lot of times we don't necessarily agree, but we want our fans to be happy. So at the end of the day, we're gonna figure it out to get on that stage and pull that show together so that our fans can be happy because we love our fans, we love the support they give us. Even if we go crazy backstage, we're gonna do what we gotta do to make that show right.
Yeah, it's more than us. You know, it's more than the performer, it's about them. I agree. Well, Tiny, the idea to perform together came from doing Versus, right?
Yes.
This was during COVID.
Yes. We had one of the dopest verses ever, I feel. You know, it's a platform where two different artists or writers, and they come together, producers, and they play hit for hit. You know, they just do, it's like a little friendly battle. But that's what started the whole idea of us maybe like joining and doing more, you know, on the road or a show.
So Latasha, you've said that you were not excited about this tour. Why is that?
Well, in the beginning, it was that we had like kinks to iron out, right? And so when you go through those types of things, you never want to bring somebody else in. It's like having a family dinner, right? And everybody's having fun, and all of a sudden we get at odds, and then you invite someone else over. And it's like, that's unfair to them.
Oh, I've been to many of those awkward dinners.
And that's just not what it is. And you talked about Survivor. This was our Survivor.
Without the bugs. Is that hard, like being family and having to like talk about stuff like that on air?
It's a lot, you know, I mean, but this is our truth, you know what I mean? So we go through things, and I think that this has shed light on other families that are looking, siblings that are saying, oh, they got through that, or this is how they work this out.
Yeah.
Survivor.
I love Survivor.
Yeah.
That's a lot of families. So Tamika, as sisters, you and Latasha don't always get along, as we were just saying. So do you feel like it's hard for you personally to, because I know that me and my sister are very different. Like, she's more private than I am. I am like, what you want to know? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I probably should shut my mouth sometimes. But like, I'm like one of those people, I'm just a total extrovert, right? So is it hard for you to like
Sometimes it's hard. Not just me and my sister, but all of us, like sisters.
Yeah.
But you know, the misconception is we're arguing, but we just talk loud when we talk. So it don't mean we having an argument. We're just having a loud conversation.
Yeah. And even if you do argue, that's okay. Like, I feel like if you don't, then you're never gonna have progress, and you're never gonna own your real truth. Yeah, you have to argue. Yeah.
We definitely are.
That's normal.
This one here.
I'm the fuss box.
You're the queen of arguing. Sure. Yes.
I love it. Could have been a lawyer. So, Lily, this year is the 30th anniversary of SWV. So, how have y'all managed to get? That's amazing. How have you managed to stay together? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Just pulling together constantly.
Oh my God.
Your face.
Sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, we have such amazing fans, and sometimes the journey is more important than the problem.
Yeah.
And I think that's that's why we're here today, as well as Xscape. You know, we love each other, but sometimes, what sister you know that you don't have a fight with, you don't have a quarrel with? It's normal, you know, but we are stronger together than we are apart.
Amen.
And we've grown so much. We've grown over the years.
Yeah. And we grew up in this industry. We were young. We were teenagers.
Yeah.
So our journey, we were learning lessons as we went along. And sometimes we're getting it right in the public.
Yeah.
You know, we're growing in the public. So that's what you guys see. And
we've learned to respect one another.
Yeah.
Because we didn't always respect one another.